Discipline is destroying your life. Yes, not the lack of it, the way you are trying to practice it. Most people don't fail because they lack discipline. They fail because they learn discipline the wrong way. And the harder they try to force themselves, the more tired they become, the more guilt they feel, the stronger the urge to quit becomes. If discipline always feels like punishment to you, if it always comes with exhaustion, frustration, and self-hatred, then this video may completely change the way you live. I am Sergeant Ant, and today you will understand why the discipline you were taught doesn't work, and how the right kind of discipline builds quiet, stable, lasting results. Let's start with the most dangerous lie of the modern internet. The lie that discipline is force. That discipline means waking up hating your day. That discipline means fighting your own body. That discipline means ignoring emotions, signals, and limits. That is not discipline. That is internal war. And constant war builds nothing healthy. It only drains you until there is nothing left. That is why so many people start full of determination and end emotionally broken. They did not fail because they were weak. They failed because they used the wrong tool. Your brain does not respond well to force. It responds to predictability. It responds to repetition. It responds to safety. When you decide to change everything at once, wake up earlier, train every day, eat perfectly, work without mistakes, your brain enters threat mode, not because you are incapable, but because it represents instability. And instability means danger to the brain. The result is always the same: resistance, procrastination, self-sabotage, and then guilt. Now look at how discipline is sold. Aggressive phrases, shouting videos, promises of fast transformation, constant comparison. All of this activates fear, not consistency. You may start motivated, but motivation does not sustain structure. It only pushes, and pushing something heavy every day makes you tired. True discipline is not born from aggression. It is born from correct design, from the right process, from reducing choices, from automatic repetition. Discipline is not a feeling. Discipline is a system. Now look at the ant. It does not wake up thinking about discipline. It does not negotiate with emotions. It does not ask if it feels motivated. It simply executes the next step, always at the same rhythm, always with the same logic. The ant is not overwhelmed by the size of the colony. It carries the next grain, nothing more than that. That is why it wins. The biggest mistake people make is trying to be disciplined in everything at the same time. That never works. Discipline grows like a muscle, one movement at a time, one repetition at a time, one habit at a time. When you try to change everything, you don't create discipline. You create chaos, and chaos consumes energy. Let's make this very clear. Wrong discipline depends on motivation. Right discipline depends on environment. Wrong discipline demands constant force. Right discipline removes decisions. Wrong discipline breaks when you fail. Right discipline continues even after failure. If you have to decide every day whether you will do something, you don't have discipline. You have internal negotiation. And daily negotiation is exhausting. Real discipline happens when the decision was made beforehand. Fixed time, fixed place, simple process, no internal debate. That is why truly disciplined people appear calm. Not because they are stronger, but because they live with less internal conflict. They don't waste energy deciding. They simply execute. Now let's talk about the mistake that destroys almost everyone: using discipline as punishment. I failed, so now I must force myself harder. I messed up, so I need to compensate. This creates a cycle of pain, and the brain learns to associate discipline with suffering. The result? Automatic resistance. Healthy discipline does not punish you. It organizes you. It creates predictability. It supports you on bad days, because it does not depend on how you feel. It depends on how your life was designed. If you want discipline that actually works, do less. Reduce goals. Reduce expectations. Reduce decisions. The fewer choices you make, the more consistent you become. Discipline is not intensity. It is repetition. The Bible never taught excess. It taught faithfulness in little things. It never spoke of perfection. It spoke of consistency. The ant teaches this without words. It does not rush. It does not panic. It does not compare itself. It simply continues. Now pay attention to this. If discipline is breaking you, if it is making you more anxious, more guilty, more tired, then you don't need more force. You need better structure. The right discipline makes you more stable, calmer, more secure. It doesn't shout at you. It guides you. Let's turn this into something practical. Choose only one area of your life. Just one. Set a fixed time. Set a small step. And do it every day. Even when it feels easy. Even when it feels hard. No negotiation. No drama. Do not try to compensate for failure. Do not try to accelerate results. Just return to the process. Always. True discipline does not break you. It supports you. It does not demand heroism. It demands consistency. If this video made sense to you, if you realized you were forcing yourself the wrong way, comment ANT. That means you understood. This is Sergeant Ant. Discipline was never meant to destroy you. It was meant to carry you, one small step per day.